We're going to get started with a local fave, a gentleman whose album is out now. If you'd like to see more of him after the show, ladies and gentlemen, please give a big round of applause for my friend and yours, Mr. Dan Brennan.
If you want to see more of me after the show, you can just ask. Let's go all the way. Make an album. Oh my God, folks. Did you see the price of gas? Yeah. Gas is so expensive, I had to fit a sail to my car halfway here. If I don't catch a tailwind, I might have to circumnavigate all the way around to Niagara to get home. Okay, let's just get straight into it. My life is devoid of meaning, and I find every day a struggle. Which is to say, I find it really hard to talk to women. I've been single a long time. I'm incapable of putting my best foot forward. I was in the lobby of my building the other day waiting for the elevator with an absolutely gorgeous woman who lives on a floor that I don't know the number of. And we got in the elevator and we went up about 3 floors, and she said, "People don't talk on elevators." And I said, "That's correct." Didn't exactly knock that one out of the park, did I? It's hard to even get dates these days. My last date, it was a blind date. You can read into that what you will. We met at a restaurant. I got there first because I really don't have that much to do. And she came in and she found me right away. I took that to be a good sign. And she sat down, we exchanged pleasantries, we ordered a bit of wine. And she said to me, "So what do you do?" And I thought, I have a pretty good answer for this question. I said, "I do stand-up comedy." And she said, "What else?" What else? So I panicked. And I said, "Reading." Of course, I was not ready for the follow-up question, "Have you read anything interesting lately?" But that's where my brain kicked in, because I had read something interesting lately. I'd read a research report. And I don't mean like this garbage research you see all over the internet, like 8 out of 10 cats can secretly use the microwave. I mean proper peer-reviewed research. And what this research paper proved is that when women speak, they speak to understand. But when men speak, they speak to one-up each other. She said, "That's interesting." I said, "That's very interesting." We ate in silence. The search continues. And it's like not even just on the dating front. I can't put my best foot forward these days in any situation. I'm currently taking care of one of my dearest friend's dogs. Now, you know that she had to phone about 10 people before she landed on me to take care of this dog. And I went over there today at the appointed time, and I put the collar on the dog and I took him for a walk, because according to Google, that's what you do with dogs. And I took it to this beautiful park behind their house, and we were having a great time. And then I realized something. I forgot to bring the bags. And of course, I didn't realize this till the dog started pooing. So, like, I didn't want to leave the poo there, because they know the dog in the park, but they don't know me, and I didn't want to leave a bad impression for my friend. So I really just started yelling out to no one in particular, "I'm going to mark this poo. I forgot the bags, didn't I? I don't have the bags. Not a bad neighbor. I'm going to mark the poo. I'm going to come back with a bag." Just yelling that out. And so that's what I did. I broke a branch off a tree to mark the poo like a good neighbor would. And I took the dog home and I squared him away, because up until that point he'd been a good boy, so I gave him a treat. And I went to the door where they keep the bags, and I pulled out a red bag. And I have no idea why I did this. But as I stepped out of the house, I put the bag on my hand. So at that point, I wasn't a man going to retrieve poo. I was a man actively looking for poo to retrieve. When I got to the park, wouldn't you know it, some kid had picked up the stick and he picked up the poo. So I went legging it over there. Just as I arrived, his mom arrived and knocked the poo out of his hand. And what does she see when she looks up? But me. me standing there with this bag on my hand. To break the tension, I felt I needed to speak first, so I said, if only I'd gotten here sooner. And at that point, a crowd started to gather, you know? Everybody in the park was there. And she looked up at me with genuine affection and said, thank you for your service. And then one of the other kids in the park took off his cape, his Superman cape, and handed it to me. And I think, I'll go there every Tuesday, Thursday. My life now has meaning. Didn't really know what to do as this woman stared at me, and another parent affixed the cape to my back, and so I just kind of made a whooshing sound and went like this and left. But I'm sure I'll get it right one day, you know. It's true though, like even my own clothes betray me. I was in the mall first thing, and like Staying Alive was playing on the sound system. And I was like, this is really cool. This is a great way to start off your day. And just at that very moment, the elastic band on my boxers broke. And like it fell down, and it was like hanging off the bottom of my bum. It felt like I was walking around with my bum out. And I don't know if you've ever walked through the Good Mall. First thing in the morning, with Staying Alive playing on the sound system, and the feeling of your butt hanging out with it completely covered. But like, that's got to be better than yoga first thing in the morning. Thank you very much for listening, everyone. Have a great night.
Dan Brennan, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for him.